Hey pal, long time no see. You don't look so happy. What's wrong this time? Actually, we wanted to ask you something. Yeah? What's that? A parrot? The old man of the boat rental shop's parrot. Parrot knew about the incident. That incident? DL6. What? Polly, have you forgotten something? What? Don't forget DL6. Pretty sure that the old man must have taught her that word. Yeah, how would that old man know about the DL6 incident? Wait, what if that old man was connected to DL6? Heck, I think it might be. I can come with you, please help us. Huh? We need to know about the DL6 incident. And that was when Edward's father died. I can't help but think it has something to do with this current case. To tell the truth, I don't know much about DL6 either. Mr. Edgeworth forbid us from reading the file. So, I'm afraid I can't show them to you either, pal. What? However, you can convince me somehow I'll be able to explain this case. Well, I guess I considered opening the file up. Yeah, the boat rental shop down at Good Lake? Oh yeah. The old man who runs it is appearing as a witness in court tomorrow, right? Huh? How'd you? That was supposed to be top secret. Do you know who that old man is, detective? Actually, I don't. He's a bit of an odd bird. I haven't been able to get a straight answer out of him. I decided first that it wasn't persuasive enough to stand and testify as a witness. That's why we called Miss Lotta Hart yesterday. As for who he is, I have absolutely no idea. Sounds suspicious. I get ya. Sounds like you need information on the DL6 incident. Though there is the station's record room. I'll give you special permission to go in and find what you need. Alright, where to go, Detective Gumshoe? Okay, Nick, to the records room. Guess it's time we face Edwards' past. I'm scared. Police department. Records room. Oh, shit. Wow. Amazingly dusty. Got him. 10 years of files and 10 years of dust, I guess. Find that DL6 stuff quick. "15 years ago, both me and Edgeworth were 9 years old. We were almost through in the 4th grade when he suddenly transferred. Because of DL6? Nick, I found out where the file is." Oh, thanks. Just let me know what you want to know about the DL6 incident. I'll go get the right file. Got any data on the suspect in there? That'd be the guy that my mom got arrested. Hold on, this is it. The man arrested as a suspect in DL6 was Yanni Yogi. He was a clerk in the court, apparently. So he must have been the 3rd person in the elevator. Well, then he had to have done it. But he was found innocent, thanks to his defense lawyer, Robert Hammond. Hammond, the victim in our case. Right. The suspect, Mr. Yogi, was oxygen deprived, so much he had brain damage. He lost all memory of being in the elevator. After he was declared innocent, he disappeared. Where could you have gone to, I wonder? They may be closer than we think. Well, first I have to get a handle on the main facts, like a summary. Right, summary, found it. There you go. December 28th, 2001. Exactly 15 years ago from the day after tomorrow. So in 2 days, the case is closed. Here's what took place in the elevator of the district courthouse. What? Is this the same district courthouse for holding the trial now? Looks like it. There was a large earthquake at 2 p.m. that day. Ah, part of the court building collapsed and all the lights went out. Wow, that was some earthquake. At the time, 3 people were trapped in the elevator. It took 5 hours for them to be rescued. 5 hours. That would be scary like that in the dark. There was a lack of oxygen in the elevator and the survivors were unconscious. Survivors? One of the 3 in the elevator had been shot in the heart. That was Mr. Edwards' father, wasn't it? He said that his father was shot before his very eyes. So Miles Edwards was one of the other passengers in the elevator. Do you have data on the victim? Edwards' father? Yeah, hold on. Victim. Here, found it. Gregory Edwards, 35, defense attorney. If he were still alive, he'd be 50. He lost that day's case in court and got in the elevator with his son, Miles. Miles? Miles Edgeworth, of course. So he was in the elevator with his father? From the angle of the bullet and other evidence, it could not have been a suicide. The murder weapon, a pistol, was found in the elevator. The pistol had been fired twice. Bang. Bang. Where have I heard that before? Huh. Sounds just like this current case. What's going on here? I guess I know generally what happened in DL6 now. I still don't know what sort of impact the whole thing had on Edgeworth. Yuck. We're going to take the whole file? There's too much. We'll never get it out. You're right. How about we just take what we think we'll need? Right. That's probably all we'll be able to find here. Now, all that's left is the trial tomorrow. I wonder how Dad will be testifying in court. To be continued. Obviously, you're going to continue the episode because we just started. December 20th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 3. The car goes loud. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Defense is ready, Your Honor. Okay, come on, Karma. Very well, apparently the prosecution is also ready. Who is the judge here anyway? Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement. Very well, no opening statement, so... Not so fast, Judge. I was taking a meaningful pause before speaking. Alright, of course. Jesus. A prediction? Today's trial will end 3 minutes from now. Oh, pardon? Order, order. Mr. Von Karma, what is the meaning of that statement just now? Bah! Why did you question everything? It'll be over in 3 minutes. We have no time to waste. I'll call my witness now. Right. I call my witness. My decisive witness at the stand. That mysterious boat shop owner. Witness, state your profession. I am the proprietor of a restaurant, The Wet Noodle, at Gourd Lake. And I also rent boats. The night of the incident, why didn't we tell his name? What's his name? Is it Yogi Yanni, I wonder? Or Yanni Yogi? Night of the incident, you were in the boat rental shop, correct? Yep, I was. Please testify. Wait a second. You still haven't heard this guy? Yeah, but no. Objection! Wait a minute. The witness hasn't stated his name yet. Because I did not ask him, Mr. Wright. Bah! I have predicted this trial in 3 minutes. Stop asking trivial questions and corroborate. Come on, Dad. The witness will state his name. Well, I'm not really sure. Yup. Oh, wait, what? What do you mean? My, memory. Your Honor, the witness does not remember anything beyond the last several years. Ergo, he cannot recall his own name. He can't recall, you say? Yes, but the incident in question took place 3 days ago. He can testify. That's such a... Whatever. Let's hear testimony then, shall we, witness? Night of the murder. It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight. Yup. I was in the restaurant where I rent boats as usual. Then I heard a bang. Oh, yup. When I looked out of the window, I saw a boat just floating on the lake. And I heard another bang. Just about then, the boat comes back to shore and a man walks by my window. Very well. I need to begin the cross-examination. What? There is nothing to question about witness's testimony. Ergo, no need for cross-examination. Besides, there are only 10 seconds left before our 3 minutes are up. Judge, your verdict now. Yes. Mr. Wright? What are you saying? Of course I'll cross-examine the witness. Very well, may I begin. Excuse me, Mr. Von Karma? 3 minutes just passed. I see. Well, then, let's just take our time. You may cross-examine the witness. Cocky son of a bitch, ain't he? By your window? Yup, by my window, right outside the window of my little shack. And could you see the man's face? Well, the fog was pretty darn thick, but he was right there in front of me. I saw him. This is a rather important detail. Please add it to the testimony. I have a bad feeling about this. The man was the defendant. He was saying, I can't believe he's dead. Just after midnight, you say? Yep, just around then. Are you sure? Pretty sure, yep. When I talked to you yesterday, you were rather vague about the time. I'm surprised you seem so sure about it today. I asked him and he remembered. Isn't that right? Don't glare at me like that. I remembered it clearly, I did, yup. You see? Continue. And where did the bang seem to come from? From the lake, I figure. Are you certain? Yup. Good, continue. Was there someone in the boat? It was pretty far out there. I couldn't see it clearly. But I figured there were 2 men out there, yep. But you couldn't see them clearly. Oh, yep. At the time, that is. At that time? So you heard 2 gunshots total? Yup. That's what Lotta said in her testimony yesterday. Just about then the boat comes back to shore in the mailbox room, and that man was the defendant. He was saying, I can't believe he's dead. Are you sure? Uh-oh. Dad! Dead certain, Keith. He said, I can't believe he's dead, as he was walking tied too. Witness, are you sure the person you saw was Miles Edgeworth? That was him, that Edgeworth boy. What the hell just happened? He just fell. This sounds like decisive evidence indeed. I see no room for doubt. On Karma, he lured me into a cross-examining so he could set me up for a fall. Nick, I don't like the way things are going here. Everyone in the courtroom is glaring at us. I better act quick or the show's gonna be over. Objection! Your Honor? We proved in yesterday's trial that it could not have been Edgeworth that fired that gun. Mr. Wright, are you referring to the fingerprints from Edgeworth's right hand found on the gun? And the photograph showing a man firing from his left hand? Exactly. That is easily explainable. He could have wiped his prints after he fired. You're ignoring the truth of the matter here. Everything in this witness testimony is true. The judge is lost in thought. What should I do? Objection! Your Honor, this witness claims that Edgeworth said, I can't believe he's dead. But his word is all we have. If we were telling a lie, Mr. Wright, we're fucked. In the court of law, the evidence tells all. Apparently, you have yet to realize even this basic fact. You say his testimony is a lie. Show us proof. Nick, do we have evidence? Fuck no. It's no good. There's nothing I can do. Are you sure? To be honest, I don't know what to do anymore. Please. Can you hear me, sis? Please. We need your help. Nick needs you. 3 minutes was perhaps too high an expectation. However, 15 minutes isn't bad. This must be a new record. Enough! The witness may leave the stand. He's dead asleep. This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial. Nor is there any need for more time to decide the case against the defendant. Well, this case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts. What? No! This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The accused will surrender to the court immediately, to be held pending trial at a higher court for within a month from today's date. That is all. The court is adjourned. Wait! Who was that just now? Me! Huh? What? Larry? What the fuck? Larry? What are you doing here? Listen. You gotta listen to me. I was there in the park the night of the murder. I wasn't sure about it. I wasn't sure about it till just yesterday. But today I remembered it. Remembered what? The gunshot! I heard it too. Order! What is the meaning of this? The verdict has been decided. I called for adjournment. One moment, Mr. Von Karma. So you say you heard a gunshot? Yeah, I did. A gunshot that night. I was sitting here in the audience listening to the testimony. And I realized something you said was different from what I remember. Anyhow, I can't just sit here and let you call Edgy a murderer. It's just not right. Testify! Let me testify! Order, order. Well, this is the first time something has happened like this in my court. Not quite sure how to proceed. Judge, you've already given your decision. The trial is over. Nick, this is it. Larry's given us one more chance at this. She's right. If only it wasn't Larry. Could make things even worse. Yes, sir, was just declared guilty, Nick. Doesn't get any worse. You're right. Okay. Your Honor, if there's another witness, it is our duty to hear him speak. Right here, right now. A waste of time. The verdict cannot be overturned. I must plug it in. There we go. The verdict cannot be overturned. I'm going to speak my opinion. In all court proceedings, it is our duty to prevent an accurate verdict. In order to make sure no mistake has been made, every witness should be heard. What is this? I withdraw my previous verdict of guilty. Mr. Von Karma, I order you to call this new witness to testify. Now! What? The court will adjourn for 5-minute recess. After that, we will hear this new witness. Court is adjourned. Wow. This is 27th, 10:28 a.m. Woo! Oh, it's too close. Sorry to keep her on the edge of your seat like that, Edgeworth. I've seen worse. Yeah, right, Edgeworth. You're sweating bullets. I just wonder what Larry plans to say in there. I was at the lake that night. Yes. He said he went looking for the steel samurai balloon that flew into the lake. Alright. And he found the balloon in the air tank that night. Yeah. Hey, Edgeworth. Huh? You say something right? Yeah, a lot of things. You seem out of it. What's wrong? It's nothing. Mr. Edgeworth, there's something I've been meaning to ask you. What's that? Why are your fingerprints on the murder weapon? Oh. When you fell into the lake, I went into a daze. I couldn't understand what had happened. I couldn't think straight. Then I saw the pistol lying on the floor of the boat in front of me. I picked it up without thinking. I didn't have a reason, really. You fool. I see. Right. Yeah? This might be our chance. Our chance? Akama has only ever run perfect trials. Perfect trials? Perfectly prepared witnesses, perfectly complete evidence. That's the secret to success. This is the first time he's ever had to deal with something unexpected. He has to let someone he hasn't even talked to testify before the court. That someone is Larry. What are you getting at? Select the assessment will be full of holes, right? That's right, Nick. No 10-minute trial this time. We'll milk this one for all it's worth. Hey, it was 15 minutes. 15! Everything's on Larry now. September 27th, 10:35 a.m. Court is now back in session. Witness, please testify to the court about everything you saw on the night of December 24th. Right, leave it to me. Please, Larry, don't mess this one up. I hate to admit it, but you're our one last chance. Von Comer didn't even have time to prep his witness. I just hope Edgeworth is right about this being our big break. That night I was out on the boat on the lake. I was looking for something and I found it. So I quietly slipped the boat back in at the rental ship dock. Then just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. Sorry, after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. Oh. That's an unusually vague testimony, even for this court. In any case, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. What's wrong, Nick? It's Larry. I have no idea what he's going to say if I press him. I'm a little scared. Well, we've come this far. There's no way to go forward. There's no way to go but forward, Nick. Looking for something? Yeah, Mr. Butts, what was it you were looking for? What was the witness searching for is for... Wait, what? What the witness was searching for is irrelevant. Most likely he was hunting for the scory. That's surprisingly close to the truth in a sense. It's all irrelevant. Let's get it over with. Wait a second, Larry. What? You only heard one bang. You're sure? That's what I said. But Miss Lotta Hart testified yesterday that she heard 2 bangs. And the old man just now said the same thing. They both heard 2 gunshots that night. Huh? Were you even listening? Were you paying attention to all that, what they just said? Yo, Nick, please. Huh? You know something's been bothering me. I'm a witness, see? I'm like a customer here. So you gotta treat me nice and stuff, okay? This fucking guy. Mr. Butts? What? You only heard 1 gunshot? Are you sure? Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not sure. Jesus. Huh? Not sure? How could you not be sure? Yeah, well, I might have missed the other gunshot. I was listening to something else. Something else? My radio, dude, with my headphones. Oh. Why? Order, and stop that booing. Mr. Butts, you were listening to the radio with your headphones? Yeah, so what? That a crime? I listen to my radio. Everybody listens to the radio. What's the big deal? Mr. Mount Karma, your opinion? Waste of time. I do not accept this witness nor his shoddy testimony. Well, Mr. Wright, should we continue the testimony? No, I think I've heard enough. This is all... I meant to click continue, but it happens. In fact, I think we've all heard enough. What are you thinking, Nick? If you stop now, Mr. Edgeworth will be found guilty. You have to turn this trial around now. Your Honor? Please, allow the witness to continue the testimony. Bah. Nothing is more pitiful than a lawyer who doesn't know when he's lost. Very well, Mr. Butts. Please give your testimony and be sure to include details like your radio. Right, leave it to me. I wouldn't if there was any other way out of this, believe me. What Larry heard. It was lonely, being alone on Christmas Eve. That's why I was listening to the All Request show on the radio, see? I was listening to it real booming loud like. But I'm sure I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it too. You were listening to your radio at a high volume. Yeah, what's the big problem? Can a man listen to his radio in peace? Isn't this a free country? I truly believe Larry has no idea what the problem here is. Judge, can you believe a word this witness says? What he heard was probably nothing more than a drum beat from the radio. True enough, it is difficult to believe this testimony. Objection! Wait, Your Honor. The witness said he remembers exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshot. Excuse me? DJ? An announcer. The guy who says the things on the radio? Anyway. What this means is, when he heard the sound, no music was playing. The DJ only talked between songs, so he could have heard the gunshot from the lake. I'd like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Wright. I can't believe I'm continuing this charade. What did she say? Oh, God damn it. Mr. Wright, please cease the pointless questions. What possible good could knowing what a DJ radio said do us? Indeed, Mr. Karma has a point. Now another question only if you see some reason for why we should care. We should care. We should care, Your Honor. Of course we should. Why? Well, how do you know if we don't ask him? Fine, very well. Mr. Butch, please testify to the court. What did the radio announcer saying when you heard the gunshot? Just when she said, hey, it's almost Christmas, I heard the gunshot. Impossible.
Objection!
Larry, are you absolutely sure what you're saying is correct? Huh? What's with the face? You look scary, dude. Hey, if you're trying to scare me, you know better that I know. You better know that I don't scare that easy. There's something the matter, Mr. Wright. Your Honor, did you hear what the witness just said? He just said, hey, it's almost Christmas when you heard the gunshot. Indeed, and almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. Do you realize what this means? When you heard the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve. That seems to be the case, yes. But he should have heard that gunshot after midnight. This photograph is irrefutable proof of that fact. Let's see what the time when the photo was taken when the gun triggered Miss Hart's camera. 12:25. Oh, 00:15. 15 minutes after midnight on Christmas Day. This is a clear contradiction, Your Honor. Got his ass. What good does that do? I don't know, but... Order? Order? What does this mean? The two prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight. However, this witness says he heard a gunshot before midnight. Judge, the answer is simple. The current witness is plainly mistaken. Just look at him. Suspicious. What? Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think about Larry's right? Larry's not mistaken, Your Honor. He heard that gunshot before midnight. Intriguing. I'm assuming you have evidence for this wild claim. Show me the evidence that there was a gunshot before midnight. Oh shit, the air tank is in here. Fuck. Son of a bitch. Where's that empty fucking photo? Aha! Look at this photograph. This was taken by our witness yesterday, Miss Lotta Hart, with her automatic camera. The timestamp on the photo reads December 24th, 11:50 p.m. Oh? But there's nothing on the lake in this picture. Your Honor, the real issue here is not why nothing is shown in this photograph. It is why this photograph exists at all. What do you mean? Your Honor, this photograph was taken by an automatic camera. The camera was set to go off in response to loud noises. Aha! Correct. There was a loud noise on that lake at 11:50 p.m. That is why this photograph was taken. In other words, when Larry heard that gunshot, it was most definitely still Christmas Eve. Indeed, it would seem that is the case. Then where does that leave us? Miss Hart testified that she heard the gunshots after midnight. Are you claiming she was mistaken? Not at all, Your Honor. It is a fact that the camera also triggered at 15 minutes after midnight. Your Honor, that night there were 2 sets of gunshots with a 25-minute pause between them. And the crowd goes wild. Why would this be? Oh, for fuck's sake. Don't be fooled, Judge. That came was set to respond to loud noises. Yes? There is no proof that the loud noise at 11:50 was a gunshot. Why, if the witness could have sneezed, triggering the camera. Hey, my nose was clear that night, man. Clear! Well, Mr. Wright, there's no turning back now. Can you prove that the loud noise at 11:50 p.m. was indeed a gunshot? Please show the court evidence if you have any. This is my evidence. The murder weapon? Something about this pistol was bothering me, Your Honor. Both of the witnesses who testified yesterday heard 2 gunshots. However, this murder weapon was fired 3 times. When, then, was the last shot fired? Only now I've realized the truth. The 3rd shot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight. That's right, crowd. That's right. Order, order? That would make sense of the evidence we've seen so far. However, this leaves me wondering exactly what did happen that night on the lake. Exactly. This is true, there were 2 sets of gunshots, separated by 25 minutes. One at 11:50, another 15 minutes after midnight. Why, I ask you, why? Uh-oh, I better think of something quick. Wait a second. Gunshots separated by 25 minutes. Ah! What's wrong, Nick? I have it. I have it! Huh? Remember the case with the Steel Samurai? Huh? Yeah, of course I remember. The murderer in this case had the same idea as the murderer in that case. What do you mean? Maya! Yes. If we don't figure this out now, we'll never overturn Edgeworth's guilty verdict. Got a hunch and I'm going to run with it. Right. I mean, is this safe? Safe? We've already gotten a guilty verdict. We have nothing to lose. You just watch and let me know if I say anything that sounds fishy, okay? Right, Nick. Your Honor? Yes, Mr. Wright? Testimony just now has cleared this entire case. That's right, crowd. That's right. What do you mean, Mr. Wright? So, you finally realized the truth. There can be no other murderer here than Miles Edgeworth himself. Wrong, Von Karma. A man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting. Listen, Rocky. Take a deep breath and consider the facts. At the time of the murder, 1 boat was on that lake. This was shown by the witness's photograph. The defendant, Edgeworth, and the victim, Robert Hammond, were on that boat. There was a gunshot fired on that boat, and Robert Hammond found in the lake. This said the shooting of them was 1 meter. It couldn't have been suicide. Well, the guilty party has to be the other man on that boat. I admit, it is hard to imagine any other possibility. Yes. But this assumes that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight. What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? You have photographic evidence of the time of the shooting. Timestamp on that photo was says 0:15. But Larry heard a gunshot 25 minutes before that. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot on the lake. It's the only way Edgeworth can be innocent. Mr. Wright, are you quite mad? Explain who the 2 men on the boat are. Edgeworth and the murderer. Of course it was Edgeworth and the murderer. After the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:50, he assumed the guise of Hammond and met Edgeworth. What? Are you serious? Yes, Edgeworth won't tell us why he went to the lake that night. However, I have a hunch. That night, Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. Now, Edgeworth didn't know Robert Hammond's face that well. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place. I'm not sure what to make of all this. Ludicrous! Mr. Wright, tell us the name of the murderer then. The murderer's name? Right, it's... Lotta Hart. I don't know. The murderer is none other than Miss Lotta Hart. The investigative photographer? Yes. You're saying that young lady dressed up like Robert Hammond and fooled Mr. Edgeworth. Yeah, well, she did look sort of mainly. I am ashamed I actually listened to this utter nonsense. Listen, I came to this conclusion based on a piece of evidence. That is, this photograph taken at 11:50. If you didn't have this photograph, you don't have to make this claim. Correct? Just, who was it who went out of her way to give you that piece of evidence? It was a lot of heart. Why would the murderer go all that trouble just to deliver you decisive evidence? Yeah, I guess they wouldn't. Right? Ouch. Actually, I don't know the murderer's name. You don't know? Bah! Again, you waste my time. I don't know because he never told us. The murderer is the caretaker of the boat shop, that old man. At 11:50, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond. The caretaker of the boat shop? Where did he do this? There weren't any boats on the lake then. Why would he have to go all the way to the lake just to shoot someone? May I suggest that the real scene of this crime was not on a boat? What? Well then, where did the murder take place? Show the judge where the murder really took place. It's very obvious. Around here, maybe? Maybe, Mr. Wright? And does this maybe include the reason why the killer would choose the spot? Yes, well, maybe because there is no good reason. The murderer thought we'd never expect it. Maybe you should try again. Alright, fine.
Take that!
Here, of course, the boat shop where he lives. That way he can meet with the victim without anyone seeing. Do you have proof that the boat shop was the scene of the crime? You call Larry's testimony, if you will. That night he was out on the lake in a boat, searching for something. He finds it and returns the boat. And then, just as he's starting to head for home, he hears a gunshot. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor. Even though he was wearing headphones at the time. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by. And where would that be if you just returned a boat? The boat shop, correct indeed, Judge. Trying to think with the old noodle. Just like me, Mr. Wright. What happened that night on Gourd Lake? Please tell the court from the beginning. Yes, Your Honor. Okay, you sure about this? Not really, but I think if I said at the very beginning. I'm gonna take it slow, I might just be able to figure this out. That night, the caretaker of the boat shop called Robert Hammond to her shop. This was around 11:50. That was when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat. He became Robert Hammond. Landing got in the boat with Edgeworth and went out into the middle of the lake. Then, who fired the pistol on the boat, Mr. Wright? Miles Edgeworth. It was Miles Edgeworth. Nick, how could that be? Wasn't the old man holding the pistol? Yeah, good thinking. I was using Nick. What I'm worried about is what you're thinking. Of course, it was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice, both missed Edgeworth on purpose. Wait a minute. Yes? Well, how would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone? Details. You know this, Mr. Wright. The moment you run out of explanations is the moment you lose. Tell us why the murderer had to fire twice. To create a witness. I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor. Create a witness? The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot. Not sure that anyone who heard the shot would look at the lake. Indeed, Miss Hart did exactly that after hearing the first shot. Next, the murderer waits a bit and fires again. Then, the murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving the pistol in the boat behind him. I see. So someone looking from the edge of the lake, it appeared that one of the men in the boat had shot the other. The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice, to draw attention to the boat. Once you realize that, everything else falls into place. The boat shop caretaker swam back to his shop. Then he put on Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on the body. And then he threw the body into the lake. This is what happened, Your Honor. These are the evidence that transpired that night on Gourd Lake. Bailiff? Bring out the witness from before. The boat shop caretaker, quickly. Very well. While we are waiting for the caretaker, I would like to ask the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, a few questions. Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand. Mr. Edgeworth, you heard what the defense had to say? Yes. Well, why did you go to the lake that night? What Wright has said was mostly correct. Astonishingly so, actually. Yes. Several days ago, I received a letter. The letter was signed Robert Hammond. He asked me to come by the boat shop by the lake at midnight on Christmas Eve. He said he had something very important to discuss with me. Something importante? Sorry, I can't say what it was. Your Honor, sir. Bailiff, we are conducting a trial here. I ask that you remain quiet. The witness has disappeared. He isn't at the boat shop either. What? What should I do? Find him, quickly. We cannot allow him to get away. Simon Karma, your witness has disappeared. A search warrant has already been issued. It just goes without saying that I cannot declare a verdict under these circumstances. I will extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed. I request that the police department utilize all its resources to find that witness. Yeah, I understood. One more thing. Just who is that boat shop keeper? I think his identity has become very important to this trial. I want him, and I want to know who he is. Very well. Court is adjourned. God damn, son. I had to pull that rabbit out of my ass. December 27th, 1:22 p.m. District Court, Defendant Level Number 2. Yay, Nick, you did it! Yeah. Well, at least you got out from under that guilty verdict. What about Larry? That was something else. Well, Karma didn't know what to do with his testimony. Larry really helped us out. Sure, once I sifted through his unique testimony. Still, he did save us. I just wish our cases weren't so down to the wire all the time. I know what you mean. Sometimes I feel like it's us on trial instead of our clients. Hey, Edgeworth. Edgeworth? Did you say something? Don't look so pained. I mean, it looks like you're going to get off the hook. Try to smile just a little. Relax. I'm sorry, but I fear it's not out for me yet. What do you mean? Right? Something that's been troubling me for a long time now. And I don't know whether or not to tell you. Edgeworth? No, there's so little time left. I want to tell you to get it off my chest, but... I can't make up my mind. What is this about, Edgeworth? Are you in love with me? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed? A memory of a murder. You killed your own dad? You son of a bitch.